What's up, guys? Welcome back to another flea market grab video. If you guys are enjoying the videos, hit that like button. It lets me know, and it also helps the channel grow. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. I try to respond to all the comments I can, and subscribe if you are not already. So let's go see what we can find this week. First purchase of the day.
Estoy en la, ya sabes, estoy en la ven blanca. Ándale, ándale, ándale. Only the okay.
Just one. How much?
Only
is it?
one?
Mm-hmm.
Five.
And this one too?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is the shirt? $2. Not the greatest colorway, but $8. Can't really go wrong. So I don't pick up a lot of these third-party controls, but this one I had to grab. It's dated 2004 on the back. This one's too cool to pass up for only $5. Pretty dirty, but I don't know. I guess if they're cheap enough, let's find out. Is this yours? How much? How much? 4? Okay. $4. How much is that? $3.
¿Eh? También los zapatos. No todos los zapatos, pero también difícil de encontrarlos. Mujeres que no cargan, así como a mí mucho la pesa. Oh, okay. Eso me gusta porque echan las mojarritas y nunca se mueren. Mira, las sardinas también. Yo la usaba para la carnada, para tener ahí. Qué mucho que no miraba una de estas.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another flea market grab video. Let's go ahead and jump into what I found this week. So let's start off with the very first thing I found. For only $3, I picked up this Polo Sport flannel. That one is a size large. It's like an all wool flannel, so I won't be keeping this one. I can't wear wool. It's just too hot. But I figured for $3 I'd go ahead and grab that one. Let's go ahead and do the video games next. So all 3 of these I got for $5 each. So the first thing I got is a copy of NFL Street. A lot of people love this game. That one is complete. As you can see, it is on the Nintendo GameCube. I don't need this one. I have it on the PS2, so I won't be keeping this one. I actually got this one just to sell and get the money back for these 2 games. I want to say this is like a $15 game. But the one I will be keeping is this one right here, which is Mega Man Network Transmission. Always on the lookout for those only for GameCube games. So when I seen this one, I wanted it to throw into my personal collection. Unfortunately, it's disc only, no manual. But for $5, I went ahead and grabbed this one and throw in my personal collection. And the next thing I grabbed, those two games came from the same vendor. This one came from a whole different vendor. I usually don't pick up these third-party controls because I'm just not a big fan of how cheap they feel. But this one was too cool to pass up, so I had to grab it. It's this Yu-Gi-Oh! PlayStation 2 control right here. As you can see, you got Yu-Gi right there on the front. Instead of the normal shapes on the buttons, you got like these Egyptian markings. And on the back, you have 2004 when the control came out. So I'm not a real huge fan of these third-party controls because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of how they feel. There are a couple of them I do like, this being one, and then also the Dragon Ball Z one that came out. There's a few other ones, so if I ever see them, I will pick them up, but for $5, I had to grab that one. Next, I'm gonna show you guys the hats I picked up. I picked up 5 different hats. First one I picked up from a separate vendor than the other 4, but this one I paid $3 for. It's this Dallas Stars logo athletic hat right here. There is the logo athletic tag. Got the stars spelled out with like the diamonds. Gray underbrim. Definitely had to grab that one for only $3. And then these next 4 things are actually the last 4 things I had got from the flea market. I had found these on the way out. I seen a stack of hats on somebody's table. At first they didn't look too great, but then as I was looking through them, I found these 4. And I got all 4 of these for $10 total, so I guess $2.50 a piece. And I'm actually in the process of restoring all these, so excuse the towels that are in them. But the first one is the 1993 NCAA champion hat right there. This one does have some stains on the brim that I'm still gonna get out. But you have the 1993 North Carolina champions. On the side, you have the Final Four 1993 New Orleans, and that one is a starter hat. But once I get this one cleaned up, I will be selling this one. This is not one that I want to keep. Next one is the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl 27 snapback right there. You got the Super Bowl 27 logo, and then right there you can see it has 1992, January 31st, 1993. Dallas Cowboys logo on the side. This one is by Logo 7, so you got the Logo 7 right there on the side, and you got Super Bowl and the arch on the back, and then you got the 27 Roman numerals right there. You guys know I like to collect my old Dallas Cowboys snapback, so most likely I'm going to be keeping that one. The next one I got in that bundle is the 1992 Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champion snapback right there. You just have the 1992 Super Bowl champs patch on the front, nothing else going on. And that one is actually a sports specialties hat. So again, this one's probably going to end up going in my personal collection. And then last but not least, probably my favorite one of all the hats that I found. It's actually not a Dallas hat, but I never find these, so I was happy to find this one. It's this 1991, 1992, 1993 NBA World Champion Chicago Bulls snapback right there. You have the NBA World Champion stitched in, and you have the little Chicago Bulls patch right there in the middle. And that one is actually by Starter. There is the inside tag. So again, I'm probably going to end up keeping this one. So that's all the hats I found. Now let's go ahead and jump into the shoes. I actually have 5 pairs to show you guys. So the very first pair I found these for $10. They are my size, but I'm probably not going to keep them. That is a pair of the Flea Grant Hill ones right here. Those are a size 10. So like I said, they're my size, but I don't think I need these. I don't usually pick up Fila's, but when I do, they're Grant Hills. So overall, they're still in good shape. But if you guys can see, they do have some like scuffing in the suede. I don't know if it's just because they use cheap suede on these. And as you can see, it's like that on the toe as well. Figured for 10 bucks, I'd go ahead and grab those. Next up, for $4, I found these thrown on the ground. So I asked the vendor how much they wanted. They said $4. So I went ahead and grabbed them. It's a pair of these Air Max Pluses in this pink colorway. And those are actually a women's size 9. So they would be a 7.5 in men's. They were pretty dirty when I found them. As you can see, they do have some paint chipping on the midsoles. And some scuffing on the toe. But for $4, I went ahead and grabbed them. I'm sure somebody will want these. Next shoe I grabbed for only $5 is a pair of the 2008 Countdown Pack Taxi 12s. This is actually the pair that I own in my personal collection that I got a while back. Those are actually a size 12 though, so too big for me. But the reason why they're only $5 is because of this right here. They do have separation, of course. For only $5, I wasn't gonna leave them because of that. This is just another cheap shoe that I bought to throw into that pile of shoes that I need to re-glue. That one's actually not even the worst one. It's actually the left one that's the worst one. As you can see, it's worse on this one. You have that separation, and then back here on the back as well. It's always hard for me to leave these kind of shoes behind when I find them for so cheap, even if they do have a little bit of separation. But for $5, I'll go ahead and grab them every time anyway. Next up, for only $8, I had to go ahead and grab these for $8. And that is a pair of these cement Jordan 10s. I want to say this is a recent release, like last year. Yeah, 2018 is when these came out. And those are actually a size 8. So personally, I don't think this is a bad shoe. I know 10s don't really do too great, but since I got them for so cheap, I went ahead and grabbed them. Personally, I think these would have looked better if they didn't do an all over cement print and maybe just did like the midsole and maybe left the upper just solid gray or maybe even even like white, but just that all over cement print kind of kills it for me. But I figured for $8, even though they're a Jordan 10, still a decent deal. And then the last pair of shoes I grabbed, paid $20 for these. I'm actually on the fence on these. I don't know if I want to keep them or if I want to get rid of them, because I do like the shoe, but I know if I keep them, I'm not going to wear them a lot, probably once a year, which you guys will see why. It's a pair of the Easter Air Force Ones from 2005, 2006. So these are a size 10. They are my size. As you can tell, they're actually still in really good shape. The midsole's a little yellow, but that can be fixed. But as far as the uppers, the patent leather is still clean. They're not creased, which is a miracle. Cool colorway, you have the purple, like this turquoise blue and yellow. And then around the yellow swoosh, you have like this blue metallic outline. Of course, you got the egg on the tongue to represent Easter. And then you have like those fat yellow laces. And as you can see from the bottoms, the stars are pretty much all still there. So these things are actually still in really good shape. The only issue is that, like I said, the midsole is yellowing. And here is the other one. On the inside, you have that white leather interior, and then the insole is actually a purple leather insole, and you have that same egg that's on the tongue. I don't know if you guys remember, but a long time ago, like probably around the time I first started this channel, I actually found a pair of these at the thrift and I ended up leaving them. And ever since then, I have never come across another pair of these. So this is the first time I've come across a pair of these, and I don't know, it has to be at least like 3-4 years. So the condition that they're in, for the price I paid, I think I got a pretty good deal on them. I'm debating if I want to throw these in my personal collection or if I want to get rid of them. I just know that if I keep them, I'll never wear them except on Easter. But it is a cool colorway anyway. So those are my flea market grabs for this week, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit that like button. It lets me know. Drop a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with another one. So later.